Hey guys, so I have a Ripple XRP open up here on the weekly chart, and I wanted to do an analysis on it, mainly for myself, but I figured I'd just throw on the recorder and then make a video out of it. So I always start on the longer term time frame to get a broad view overview of the situation. And I've identified this horizontal trend line as kind of like the bullish or bearish kind of differentiator, right? So I feel like as soon as we break this horizontal trend line, which has a long history on the XRP chart, dating back to 2018 here, November 2018. See, we got rejected from it. And then we came and we kind of cut through it a little bit here, but then this same region served as a pretty strong support here. And then we came back down, it bounced off again from there. And now I'm sure you know by now, but when something serves as a support, especially for a long time like this, when you break through it, you tend to retest it from the underside, and then it becomes resistance. So we retested it here, got rejected, retested it again, and now what's happening is pretty interesting because we keep testing it, but after each rejection, the price goes, it gets rejected, but it goes higher. We're making higher lows. So the strength of each rejection is getting weaker, and we're making higher lows every single time. When you have a horizontal resistance, and then you have an upward sloping, support, basically you're forming what's called an ascending triangle. So, okay, I got low battery apparently. Get out of here. Oh, I can't even get rid. Okay, there we go. You're forming this pattern here. It's an ascending triangle, and in this situation that we're in right now, I would say it's quite bullish. If you think about what the price action is, like I've just explained, we keep hitting the resistance, and each rejection is getting weaker and weaker. And then if you think about it, like, say for example, you have like a big sheet of ice, right? Say you're ice fishing or whatever, and you take a hammer. The more times you hit that sheet of ice, the more likely it is to break. And that's kind of what's happening here. Just think of every time you hit this resistance, it's getting weaker and weaker, and eventually you're likely to break it. And I think that's what's happening here. And when it breaks, I'm gonna look for targets, but typically with an ascending triangle, what you would do is you would draw from the low to the high here. Normally it would be like the initiation of the pattern, but I'm just going to do it here because this is kind of like a questionable area. Even if I project it from, say we break out here, it's going to take us up to around 82 cents, which somewhat aligns with this cluster of, this is obviously going to be some like a resistance area here. So that makes sense. I would look to exit the position a little bit before. So right now, it looks bullish. And actually, let me check where we got support. So I'm going to take a Fibonacci here, and I'm going to draw from the bottom here, the low, all the way up to the top. And if you look at that, we came down and we got support, and this is called the golden ratio. So I mark it out to 618, and then I put a 65% retracement level. And this is a very strong retracement level that the price will tend to react strongly to. And that's exactly what we did. So I do think the bottom is in on Ripple. And I know they've had a lot of controversy lately with the SEC lawsuit. To be honest, I never really bought into that. I feel like they're just trying to suppress the price of Ripple because they have plans for using RippleNet XRP in their new banking system that they're trying to set up. And one thing that leads me to believe, well, a couple of things. A lot of banks are already partnered with Ripple right now. I'm not sure how many people know it, but my girlfriend's in Thailand and she's trying to send me money to Canada right now. I know that normally it's the other way around, but yeah, it's just a situation. She's trying to send me money for something, and PayPal in Thailand are trying to get her to do all these like facial scans and stuff to be able to send the money. She doesn't want to do that. So she went to the bank and she asked them how they do it, and they use for these international transfers, they're already using RippleNet. And they gave her a whole list of banks that are using it already. And I don't know, like I don't really keep up on the fundamentals of this coin, but that seems to me like it's probably a big deal. And also, I saw this maybe about a year and a half ago, and then this helped me realize what they were doing. I think they're trying to suppress the price because they don't want retail getting rich when they finally, whatever, go live or do whatever they're planning to do with Ripple. They probably want to suppress the price to accumulate as much as they can because obviously we know this conglomerate of corporations and conglomerate of corporations and government entities, they're pulling a lot of the strings right now. And if you look, one of their partners, here it is, it's Ripple, right? So I think these individuals have plans for using this technology for something. And also, interestingly enough, we just got a lot of FUD from the SEC declaring Polygon a security. Well, look who also is on the World Economic Forum website, Polygon. Now, these two, Polygon and Ripple, were the only two projects that were listed under the partner section of the World Economic Forum website. They've removed them, but they still have these on the website. So I don't know why they took it off, but I still think they're planning on utilizing these technologies for something, right? And it's, for me, I'm just speculating, and that's why I'll invest, and I don't like the World Economic Forum, obviously, but there could be profit to be made here. Anyway, not financial advice. So back to the charts. So I've shown you that we did a perfect retrace to the 786. It's called the golden zone, and now we're forming an ascending triangle, which is bullish. So how would we trade this? Well, obviously, if we break down from this upward support line, then there's opportunity for shorts. If we break out, then there's great opportunity for a long. So let's scale this back and look at a daily chart here. Okay, so we're I only like to look for trades when we're really close to either the support or really close to the resistance. For me, we're like maybe 30, 40% above the support line. So I'm personally would not enter a trade right here. I would wait till we get up here and then look for maybe a short pending signs of weakening. I would look to the oscillators for that to look for signs of bearish divergence. And if we come back here, I would do the opposite. I would look for signs of bullish divergence and maybe some sort of reversal candlestick formation, some dojis, and maybe a bullish engulfing candle to enter the trade and then target up here. So right now, I'm just going to sit on my hands and wait to see what happens. But overall, I think this looks really good. Again, like if we're able to break above this line here and close candle bodies above this level on the daily time frame, then I will look to long personally. And that level is around 54 cents. So 0.5435, that's the level I'm going to look to. And I might even highlight this and put an alert on it after this video. Now, I'm going to look at this other chart here. Let me see. I have a couple really unique indicators that I like to look at on here. So I'm going to look at this. This shows me like order block levels where there's a lot of transaction history around these levels. And yeah, so before when I did the target calculation, the target came around right here, which coincidentally is the next major order block level. So if we break out of that level that I said, whatever the price I just said about 30 seconds ago, I think it's around 55. No, it's probably around 53 something. If we break out of that, I would be looking towards this level around 80 cents roughly. I would probably, if we break out, I would be scaling my, I would be slightly moving my stop loss higher, and then I would target around this range here. Let's see here. Let's go down to the daily and see if we can see anything with these order blocks. And again, I've mentioned in several videos that I always plot the previous day high and the previous day low on my chart because the price tends to react at those levels. So let's see how we are here. Okay, so if I wanted to get in a trade on a short-term time frame, I would wait till we got either closer to this previous day high or wait till we get to the previous day low. And then I would enter either a long or a short with a very tight stop loss. That's how I would trade this. But like I said, until we break that most significant level, which again is either 54 cents region, close body above it, or we close below this upward sloping trend line, I'm not looking to enter trades on Ripple just yet. But like I said, overall, this looks promising. And then if we close candle bodies below this, then I'm gonna short, and I would short to around this range right here, because this would likely be the support level if this does happen to break down, and that is around. Let's see. Actually, this is interesting. So I didn't notice this right away. Anyway, so basically right here, we formed an ascending triangle and we broke out. And now we're forming an ascending triangle on just a larger scale. But anyway, my point is if we break this upward sloping support level, then I would look for a short, and I would look to take profits around the 42-cent region. So I don't know what kind of, let's see what kind of gain that could get me if I short. Let's just say I enter the short here once I confirm a breakdown. That would get me about 7.5%, and then I would put my stop just above the trend line again. So that would be a pretty good trade, about a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. But yeah, 8%. If I could use maybe 5x leverage, that's not bad. That's a pretty good move. But anyway, that's it for Ripple for now. If this is the first time you've come across my videos, maybe subscribe if you want to get alerted, because I'm going to start doing a lot of coins, maybe probably 3 or 4 coins a day from now on. And yeah, so just subscribe if you want to get updated, and take care.